Despite her incompetence with ordinary magic, Princess Aneshvia challenges the world's expectations by developing magic science, a unique magic theory based on memories from her previous life. One day, the glossy noble, Euphilia, was unfairly stripped of her title as the next queen of the kingdom, and the princess testified to this. That's when Aneshvia makes a plan to help Euphilia recover her good name that somehow involves living together and looking for magic. However, these two ladies do not know that the encounter between them will change not only their future but the future of the kingdom and the whole world. Let's begin the anime. At night, a beautiful girl named Honest von Palladia is hunting with adventurers in a forest. Adventurers had a hard time killing these top-level wolves and also had to protect Anise, since she was only a girl when Anise was cornered by the wolves. One of the adventurers, I will call Terry, told his friend not to save Honest, but his friend didn't care what Terry said and he immediately helped Anise. However, Anna screamed at him not to kill this wolf. Then she immediately used her magic tool to kill them to get magic stones foreign to killing the wolves, but unfortunately, her magic room broke and she had to fight the wolves with only the magic sword. Then Terry explained to his friend that Anise was a strange girl who always appeared whenever there were rare monsters. Anise was called the Princess of Plunder by adventurers and a princess of a royal family named Palladia. She has a graceful appearance, but always wreaks havoc in her kingdom. Her fighting technique is very unique because she uses tools that have never been used by hunters or adventurers before long. Anise had finished killing all the rare wolves and retrieving their magic stones. Then the sun rises and Anna springs a wolf skull head, and Anise thanked them and spoke a word they didn't understand. The word is mutualism. Then Anise explained that the word means mutually beneficial to each other. Anna's got plenty of magic stones, while the adventurers brought quality rare wolf corpses. Then Anna's immediately returned to the kingdom of Palladia. The adventurers who met her for the first time were very surprised. After noticing Anna's strange behavior, Terry's friend asks if Anise is the princess of the royal family, why did Anise use magic to kill the wolves before? Then Terry replied that Anise couldn't use magic. Foreign fathers were talking about the governmental affairs of this city, Algar von Palladia. The younger brother of Anise also has to learn about politics and important government documents. Algar had to do this because he was the country's future king of Palladia. Before long, Anise came home and her father was very surprised to see Anise in such a dirty condition. Anise's father scolded and wanted to slap his daughter because she was hunting again without thinking about her position as a princess, but honestly denied her father that acts of violence in the family could endanger the Palladia kingdom situation. When her father was off guard, Anise immediately went to her royal villa residence. Afterward, Grant saw the skull head of a wolf brought by the Anise. He and the higher-ups of the government were very surprised that Anise could kill this rare monster. Some ordinary swords used by the knights can still not kill this monster. However, Anise could kill werewolves thanks to the magic tools she created in her research. Everyone in the kingdom was amazed by the research results of the magic tools that were honestly made. The magic tools created by Anise help people to live their daily lives. Then Grants, and as his father and government officials discussed the activities carried out by Anise. One government official said that Anise was too spoiled by her father. Even the higher-ups in the government were worried and suspicious of Anise, who might be researching dangerous magic. This could cause the nobility's name to be terrible. She can live freely and do whatever she wants in the kingdom. Anna's is also not an heir to the kingdom for several reasons. One is that she can't use magic. Then the other government officials also looked down on Honesty because she was just a stupid princess born without magic. On the other hand, Algard was very annoyed and hated Anise. At the royal villa, Ilya, an honest, loyal servant, helps clean and treat the wounds on an honest body. Ilya always remembers Anna's obsession with magic, so she makes it natural for Anise, who is always crazy to try every new magic tool she makes. The story goes back to Anna's base when she was 5 years old. Since she was little, Anise wanted to be able to use magic to fly as high as she could in the sky. These are honest dreams and vague memories of when she lived in her previous world. Anise realized that she had been reincarnated and reborn into another world in ancient times, but unfortunately, Anise doesn't remember anything about the world. She lived before only a few memories remained within her. She saw many vehicles on Earth, but never found them in this another world. Even though Anise didn't know her gender in the previous world, she still intended to live as a princess in the kingdom of Palladia. Maybe she was a man in the past because his or her nature was too naughty and brutal, but Anise will eliminate the many hollow memories from the past and must focus on pursuing her old dreams in this new world. Since then, Ilya has always accompanied on us to make her strange dream come true in this world. Flying at the highest level of magic was impossible. Even some magicians can only fly low distances and have limited time, but Anise never gave up and kept trying to learn magic, so she could fly using a broom. Ilya is annoyed because Anise has broken many brooms daily, which is very inconvenient for her. However, Ilya didn't mind it anymore, because she was used to seeing Anise's brutality like that. Then Anise went to her friend Tilty Claret's laboratory to talk about magic potions. Anise gave the magic stone she got today to Tilda. Anise wanted to make magic potions as usual with her. Tildy is worried about the side effects of this potion because it might harm Anise's body, but Honest said her body was stable and only felt weak for a while. This is the only way she can gain magic power and achieve her dream of flying into the sky. Tilty is sad that a noble like Princess Onis was born without magic and has to drink a magic potion like this, but Anise didn't mind that, because she could still rely on the magic tools she created after all. Anna said Algar to continue. The king's throne in the kingdom of Palladia. Anise wants to be a witch who uses her magic to help and make other people happy. Then Tilty asked Dennis how Algard and his fiancée Euphilia, daughter of Grants, were getting married soon. Anise replied that she was not aware of any developments regarding this, even though Euphilia came from a noble family named Marquis. Anise had never chatted with Euphilia in all this time, but Anise was very impressed with Euphilia's perfect figure as the future queen of this country. Euphilia is also a genius witch who possesses extraordinary magical powers. Anise had seen Euphilia use her beautiful magic. After that they proceeded to brew magic potions again. The next day in Palladia's National Aristocratic Academy, Euphilia was chatting with her friends. Before long Algood came there with Lionel and they had a very romantic conversation. Lane was a commoner who had recently been elevated to noble status. Algood had been keeping a closer on Lena lately, and it was as if he didn't care about Euphilia's whereabouts. Because of that, Ophelia warned Lionel to be careful around Algard. She didn't want Lionel to become the rumor of negative chatter by others, because Lionel had just become noble in the afternoon. Euphilia visited the Palladia kingdom to talk to Elgard, but Alger didn't like Euphilia's attitude so far. She is too perfect and selfish in every decision. Without thinking about others, Euphilia said she had to fulfill her duties as a future queen, so Algood should have understood that their marriage was made. Unpolitical Ophelia had also told Alger that she warned Lionel to be careful with gossip that might drop her status to the commoners. Then Algerd got even more annoying hearing Euphilia's words, and Alger said he would find his own life partner. Then Algerd immediately left there at
お互い無駄な時間を過ごした。
最高では。本当姫様はほうきが。
Night Annis will try another broom with a magic stone from a werewolf. Then Elia gave Antis a mantle because the night terror was very cold. Eily also warned Annis to always be careful and not to fly for a long time, because this is still in the experimental stage. Afterward, Anise immediately got on her broom and flew using the power of the magic stone.
いいですか？高度と心配するのも当然です。姫様に高い紅茶用意して待っててね。ないですし、何より姫様が魔法が。
Her dream of years has finally come true, and Annis is pleased to be able to fly freely like this, but unfortunately, something happened with the magic stone at Palladian National Academy. The final party for the noble students' graduation is being held today. Everyone has their partner and has gathered there. Meanwhile, Ophelia was waiting for Alger's arrival, and after hours passed, Algerd did not come there. Euphilia also heard the conversation of several couples who were talking about rumors about her. This worried them, Euphilia, and she was forced to enter the main event room without Alger accompanying her. Before long Alger, the higher-ups of the government, and Lionel came there. Algood congratulated them on their graduation today. Then, he also wanted to announce that his engagement with Euphilia was annulled because Algood had already chosen Lionel to be his fiancé. Euphilia was shocked upon hearing that, and she immediately made it clear to Alger that his actions were very dangerous to this country. Euphilia didn't want Alger to be blinded by his desires because their marriage was meant to protect the country's politics. Then Algerd got even angrier at Euphilia because she had no right to say such things. Alger accused Euphilia of cruel acts towards Lane. The higher-ups of the government also had evidence of Euphilia's crime of always bullying Lionel. Even Euphilia had her followers kill Anal. After hearing that, Euphilia was very surprised because she had never done such a thing to Lionel. This was a false accusation and she had no idea what was happening.
その叱責は度が過ぎている。
規範になろうと次期王妃として私は
Then all the students believed what Algard and the higher-up said, because the rumors about Euphilia had always been the truth. Euphilia could only cry because this false accusation brought her to the lowest level in her life and she will experience even deeper suffering. Euphilia's struggle all this time to become the perfect queen to be just disappeared. She could do nothing to clear her good name from these false accusations, but suddenly something happened there. It turns out that Anna's game and messed up the situation there. Algard was irritated because the older sister he hated the most was suddenly present. At this event, everyone was surprised because Annis, who couldn't use magic, could enter the academy's highest floor. Then Ennis, with her strange and ridiculous behavior, guessed the situation there at first. She was confused because Euphilia was not beside Algar and accused Algar of having an affair with another girl, but Honest thought again after seeing Euphilia's reaction. Finally, Ines know the situation that is happening here. Anise could hardly believe that the incident of the engagement cancellation was real in the past. She only read stories like this in novels. Then Annis wanted to kidnap Euphilia to get out of there as soon as possible. Annis tells Algar that later she will discuss this with Grants. Then Annis immediately brought Euphilia to the kingdom of Palladia Foreign. This is a story about two girls who have different characteristics. A princess who is totally obsessed with magic power, but she can't use magic for some reason, and the daughter of a perfectly noble, but her life fate was already suffering because she doesn't have a goal in life again.